Good evening everyone, welcome back. We have come somewhere a little bit different today. We have come out to Plant City, which is about an hour outside of Orlando, just between Orlando and Tampa, to do an independent haunt right behind me here, Sir Henry's Haunted Trail and Ominous Descent. I'm a little bit scared but very excited to be here tonight. There are 3 trails, 2 by Sir Henry's Haunted Trail and 1 by Ominous Descent. They're pretty long trails from what I hear, around about, on average, about 10 minutes. So we'll see if I make it out here alive, but let's go in, come on. So Sir Henry's and Ominous Descent have been working together since 2017. Ominous Descent had their home destroyed, unfortunately, during Hurricane Irma, and so they teamed up with Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. So they've been here. They created the I-4 Premier Fear Park, which is out here in Plant City, and that's what we're about to experience tonight. And here is a legendary showman and entertainer himself, Sir Henry, from 1896 till 1929. And his epitaph says, "Death bears no power in my soul, for I do not fear what cannot destroy me." Let's see if I can have that strength tonight, huh? From what I hear, this may be clowns, so we will find out later tonight when it gets dark and this place opens. But this is a laser tag combat game, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I'm quite excited for this. From what I hear, the Harvester is meant to be the longest trail, between about 10 and 15 minutes. They're really long trails here. A lot longer than the 3 minutes I'm used to anyway. So the story of the Harvester tells us that in 1809 famine covered the villages in Crow Valley, and everyone's crops were spoiled except for the Brown family, who flourished. Of course, the family claimed it was just a secret fertilizer that they made. However, was that the cause? As time went by, travelers and even some villagers began to disappear. And of course, rumors swirled around the town. Was it something to do with these scarecrows? Here we have reapers haunting. So the whole backstory is that Charles and his family back in the late 1880s bought this funeral home. His wife unfortunately tragically died. Some think that Charles had something to do with it, and many will call him the Reaper. There have been customers reported of seeing spirits and being uneasy while inside of this house, and strange occurrences have taken place. Citizens are still in shock over the tragic death of the late bride of legendary entertainer Sir Henry. And her funeral has been finally set for this evening at this funeral home. This looks like a really lovely porch, except for maybe the body hanging about and the head's in the ground, and the fact that it's an escape room. Let's see later if we can escape from here. Oh dear. This looks like the gory one, and this is Ominous Descent's trail. So this is also connected to the escape room with the girl Clara, who was a little girl of this family who were incestuous. The townspeople were given hope because of Clara being so pure and such a nice kid. They believed the family had kidnapped Clara and were raising her in a torturous hell. I don't know what I expected, but it's a really nice little hub. Like, it's a lot smaller than I expected. You've got Breed, the escape game, Reaper's haunting just over here. There is the Harvest over in the back, and then the laser tag game just over here to the left. So it's very cozy. I actually really like it. It's quaint, and it gives it that creepy and ominous feel. And the park has opened, and we're going into our first haunt, which is the Harvester. the Harvester. I survived my first trail. I'm very proud of myself. I had a great time. I've never experienced anything like that before. So it's probably a good quarter of a mile walk, just like into the woods, through different cabins. There's corn mazes. It was different and really fantastic. You don't know where the scare actors are going to come from. Hello. Just like that one there. So you have no idea where they're going to come from at any point. It is so different, very creative. The last room was a lot more gory. There's a lot of banging. I like how there's less effects and there's a lot of just vocals and slamming and having to create the scares yourself. So I have really enjoyed our first trail, so on to our second one that's going to be the Reaping, and this is the one that I am most excited for, being more of the supernatural and the sort of haunted style houses. Oh, just to also note, the smells wasn't something I was really expecting, not something in trails like outside like here. I don't know if they pumped them in, but the smells was grotesque. Oh my gosh, but that just makes me love it even more. Hey, here we go into Reaper's Haunting. What is glowing in that window? You got 50 seconds. We just got out of Reaper's Haunting. I love that. That's the most scared I've been in a long time. I didn't jump onto anyone, I just jumped into myself quite a few times. I think I was almost on the floor at one point. There's this really cool effect with laser beams that go outside. I really like how a lot of these how these trails incorporate both inside and outside. It's very unique and very different, and I really enjoy it. Again, it was another long trail. I think it was about 10 minutes this one. And oh my gosh, there's the people come at your ankles, they're coming from above, they're coming from places that you just don't expect them to come from. And that was so good. There was one point where we walked through the parlour, and I think it was like a funeral room with the pews, and your eyes are going in so many different places, and the person comes from up above and screams at you, and it is very creative, very original. I know I've said that already, but I'm having a great time. It's been a long time since I was scared, and I loved it. The smells, as well, as I said before, are just, that one smelled nice. I liked that one. There was a person as well, the first proper scare that I got, they were like face down, just lying, planking on the ground in the dirt, and they're disguised a bit like a bush and just jumped up and screamed at me. That was fantastic. We've got one more trail to head into, and that one is the Breed, which is by Ominous Descent. So the past two that we've done are Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, and then the last one I think is a more gruesome one, and it is the Breed by Ominous Descent. So that's the next one that we are going to head into.
That's creepy. Right in front of the hearse, too.
Even more excitingly, there are just scare actors roaming about the whole hub here, which is just fantastic.
What do you got here? Wow, yeah. Refreshment, huh? How she died? How she died?
It's half is gone. It was explosive diarrhea.
Oh, took them right out. I don't know.
We're just waiting for the police.
Okay.
Okay? Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
See you, Gary. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to meet you. Good evening.
Toodaloo.
You can also pick up some Sir Henry's Haunted Trail merch as well. So there's t-shirts from each of the trails, as well as Ominous Descent having two t-shirts, one for their house and one for just Ominous Descent in general. And that brings us to the next house that we are about to go into, the Breed.
This looks like the queue.
Let's go.
Ooh, look at that.
Let's go.
We are not too long out of the Breed. It's a very gory house, very messed up house, just as you'd expect, but it was very fun. They come so close to you, and with the chainsaws as well, you can literally feel the heat of the chainsaw on your hands. So it could be very claustrophobic. I really did enjoy it. Temperature trying to hide from my shot there. But I think my favourite has definitely got to be the Reaper's Haunting, then possibly the Breed, and then the Harvester. But the Breed's definitely had a lot of different scares. There's a moment where you're in like a wire netted cage basically, and there's people walking about over the top of you. The scare actors have no fear. They're just climbing over posts and poles and trying to scare you wherever they possibly can. So it was fantastic as well. I'm really having a great night here tonight. We've still got the laser quest and the escape room to do as well. So we're going to take some time just to chill out around here, talk to some other vloggers and friends, and then we're going to go and do those ones. So if you're looking to attend this really awesome event that I have really enjoyed so far, the common area admission is $10 per person, and that's if you're not going through the haunts but you just want to enter the gates and enjoy yourself around this hub area. For opening weekend, the general admission to do all 3 trails once is $25, front of the line $35, that allows you front of line access, and you can also get a season pass, and that's $99 per person. Okay, we're now going in to check out the laser tag sabotage. Looks like it's clowns of some sort. These are 5-minute long games, and I'm not really sure what to expect yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun. We're just outside the laser tag. As you can see, I've had a workout. I definitely got my squats in today, but that was very fun. There's 2 different teams, the red team and the blue team, and there's some clowns who are in the green team as well. So you're fighting off against each other, and then there's some clowns fighting off against you too. So yeah, it's a bit like a general laser tag. It's a 5-minute game, and I had a great time. So definitely well worth it if you're not someone that's too much into the trails, but want to still come to the event and do something while you're here. So we are next going to go in and try out the escape room. I generally do quite like escape rooms, I like puzzles, but under the time restraints we'll see how well I do. We're waiting for the escape room and we're heading in next, and this here on the wall is our first clue.
This had a partial lock here. Thank you.
Okay. We just made it out of the escape room. That was so much fun. It wasn't as crazy difficult as some of the ones I've been in before, but I guess when you've only got 5 minutes, my heart is pounding. I'm like literally shaking. There's a lot of keys, a lot of combinations, and look, we survived! I'm so happy. I'm so excited. That was so much fun. Definitely, if you can only do the laser tag or the escape room, I recommend the escape room. That's like one of my top things here, as well as the Reaper's Haunting trail as well, and it makes me just want to go find an escape room in Orlando now and do one of those. If it's a bit humid or the adrenaline's a bit too much and you need to cool off, you can grab a snow cone. We're going to grab some now. We've heard they're apparently delicious, and there are so many flavors to choose from.
Ooh, I got the candy apple snow cone. Or snowballs, what do you call them? That's right, snowballs. Snow cone, dirty word.
So I've got the watermelon and cotton candy snow cone, and oh my gosh, these are to die for. These are so good. Sorry, it's not a snow cone, that's a dirty word, it's a snowball. There's not much left and it's all syrup. And oh my gosh, it's like changed my life. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail and Ominous Descent. I have had a fantastic time here. I hope that you guys have too. It has been, for my first ever independent haunt, I have had like the best time. I have loved this. I definitely recommend that if you're looking for haunts in the Florida area, definitely head out. Yes, it is an hour's drive from Orlando, but it's something else. It's completely different to any of the commercialized haunts I've ever been to before. The Reaper Haunting was, I haven't screamed so much in a house in ages, so if you're looking for something that's a bit of a step up from Halloween Horror Nights, Howl-O-Scream, your bigger theme parks, and I definitely, yes, that was fantastic. The Harvest, it was good. It was very eerie. There was a lot of good effects in there, and then the Breed as well with Ominous Descent was very gory. It was just, yeah, it was very gory. But there was some really great scares, some great scare actors, and some really fantastic moments in there. The laser quest, of course, we had a great time in there, and the escape room, we escaped. I'm still so proud of myself for that. That was fantastic. So yes, thank you all so much again for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure to subscribe down below for more videos coming up. High five the little like button, you know, snowball that little like button, which is delicious, by the way. Definitely recommend these two. But yeah, high five the little like button, and I will see all of you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a spooky evening.
I don't know, I just need some of them.
Yes, that's me, Sir Henry. It's Sir Henry's Haunted Trail here in Plant City, Florida. Come out and see me.